that does not exist is an animated feature, adult animated feature. It's about engagement, political violence, and it is set in contemporary days, Quebec. It's the young activists are attacking a very wealthy family, and it's a tragic tale, but it has a fantastic side with it. There's some magical events that will occur and change the path of the characters. So it's to discover on big screen.
Si c'était à refaire, maintenant que tu sais ce qui peut se passer, tu ferais quoi?
I started from my own beliefs and contradictions. I tried to explore my own paradoxes, starting from my anger, my political conviction, but putting it in context with my own privileges and my own contradictions and paradoxes. It is a paradoxical tale, and it is exploring the responsibility we have toward the actual state of the world, and the anger, the desires that are possible or impossible to express. I think it is drawing a lot from the specific possibilities of animation. It is an animated feature, and I conceived it at the beginning as a sequence of color field. And like this sequence of colors is evolving through the film, and characters and situations are emerging from that sequence. From the very beginning, I decided not to always distinguish the characters from the background. So in a way, the characters are totally set into their context. They are linked with their context, social, political, but also like narratively. And on the other side, the backgrounds and context are maybe seen as emerging from the character's own movement and own psyche. Animation is permitting a lot of freedom. It's a demanding medium, but it's a very generous one on the other side. So you can have dreamy sequence, transparency. You can isolate the characters from the context, or mix a lot of things, and it was a fun film to make. A lot of work, but a fun film to make. It's all hand-drawn on graphic tablet, and the color were first painted on paper. So it's paint on paper, and which gives colors to a line drawing done digitally on tablet. 12 drawings per second, and yeah, all handmade. It's a film of paradoxes and of contradiction, and for me it's a tragic tale about two impossibilities: the impossibility of violence, because because morally and politically it's impossible, yet it exists, and it's everywhere, unfortunately. And on the other side, the characters live the impossibility of the status quo. So it's a tragic tale about these impossibilities. And where I stand personally, I feel, as everyone, I'm full of contradiction and paradoxes, as the character of the films are. I do feel responsible, though, being the father of two. I do feel responsible for the state of the world, and to keep this world livable, decent and livable. And it's a challenge. It will be a difficult challenge.
Une fois lancé, on regarde pas en arrière.
It is a tale, so it has a maximism. It has a very intense way of putting things together. A tragic tale, so it's intense. But I try to put in that film the matter, to interpret it in the different level of intensity. And so it's a tale about involvement, about loyalty, about friendship, love. For me, it goes on screen in a quite intense way, because it's a tale. It's a tragic tale.